EasyM Web also lets you track the usage miles for your vehicles by keeping a series of usage log entries. In this section of the tutorial, we use the terms mileage, usage, and usage miles interchangeably. To make a usage log entry for a vehicle, first navigate to the main vehicle control screen. Then locate the list of vehicles. Find the vehicle number of the vehicle for which you want to make a usage log entry under the vehicle number column. Once you've located that vehicle number, look to the left along the same row until you encounter that vehicle's vehicle name, which is under the vehicle name column, the leftmost column in the list, and highlighted in blue text. Click on the vehicle name to go to the vehicle usage log screen. Under primary information at this screen, you'll see the vehicle number, the vehicle name, the year in which it was built, and the make for the vehicle for which you are entering usage logs. Below the aforementioned vehicle information, you'll also see the list of usage log entries made so far. For each usage log entry listed, the following information is shown. The date of the usage. The date on which the logged miles were driven is shown in the date column. This is not the date on which the log entry was made, but rather when the miles were actually driven. Cumulative usage at the time of the log entry. The total amount of miles driven at the time of the log entry is shown in the meter column. The amount of usage since the previous log entry. The number of miles driven since the last log entry is shown in the usage column. The user who made the log entry. The username, which is the name used to log into EasyM Web, of the user which made the log entry is shown under the Logged By column. The operator who was driving the vehicle. The operator who was driving the vehicle during the time that the logged usage was incurred is shown under the Operator column. The state. The state in which the vehicle was being driven when the logged usage was incurred is shown under the State column. Fuel consumed. The amount of fuel, typically measured in gallons, consumed for the logged mileage is shown under the Fuel consumed column. To enter a new usage log for a vehicle, first you must be at the screen which lists the usage logs entered so far. Then click on the yellow-colored New button at the top right part of the screen. Clicking on the New button will bring you to the following screen where you can enter the details of the new usage log entry. At this screen, you'll see a number of data fields into which you enter information about the new usage log entry. The date on which the usage took place. This is set by default to the current date, although you can also enter past dates to record usage miles that haven't been recorded yet. Use the three drop-down boxes next to date to select the month, day, and year on which the usage occurred. The current total mileage for the vehicle. The total amount of mileage for the vehicle by the date you selected above is entered into the current meter reading field. The usage field immediately below will also be automatically filled in with the difference between the last meter reading and what you enter into the current meter reading field. You must enter a value in either the current meter reading or usage fields to save the usage log. The amount of mileage incurred since the last usage log entry. The amount of mileage that has been incurred since the last usage log entry is entered into the usage field. If you choose to fill in this field instead of the current meter reading field, the current meter reading field will automatically be filled in with the sum of the last meter reading and what you enter into the usage field. The vehicle operator. Select the vehicle operator or driver who was driving the vehicle when the usage miles were incurred from the Operator drop-down box. Please note that only drivers you have entered into EasyM Web so far will be available to be selected here. The amount of fuel consumed. In the Fuel Consumed field, you enter the amount of fuel in gallons that were consumed to drive the miles you are logging here. The fuel efficiency of the vehicle. The efficiency data field is automatically filled in with the miles per gallon. Any other notes pertaining to this log entry? Any other notes that you want to add to this log entry can be entered into the Comments field. Once you've entered the information above, then you can save your new log entry. Or if you've changed your mind and no longer want to enter a usage log entry, you can cancel entering the usage log entry. To either save or cancel, locate the Save and Cancel buttons below where you enter the information for the new usage log entry. Once a usage log entry has been entered, you may edit the notes that were entered for it. To do this, locate the usage log entry whose notes you want to edit at the Vehicle Usage Log screen for the vehicle to which that log entry belongs. Then select the usage log entry. Look to the right along the row in which that entry is placed until you see a small circle in the Action column. Click in that circle to select the entry. A small dot will appear in the circle to indicate that it's been selected. Once you've selected the usage log entry for which you want to edit the notes, then find the Edit button below, which will be found along with the Delete button. Click on the Edit button. This will open the following screen, which shows you the details for the usage log entry you selected. To edit the notes for the log entry you selected, simply click in the Notes field with your cursor and type to make your desired changes. When you've finished, click on the Save button below to save your changes. Or, if you've changed your mind and do not wish to make any changes, click on the Cancel button to discard any changes you've made and simply return to the Vehicle Usage Log screen. To delete a usage log entry for a vehicle, locate the one you want to delete at the Vehicle Usage Log screen for that vehicle. Then select the usage log entry. Look to the right along the row in which that entry is placed until you see a small circle in the Action column. Click in that circle to select the entry. A small dot will appear in the circle to indicate that it's been selected. Once you've selected the usage log entry which you want to delete, then find the Delete button below, which will be found alongside the Edit button. Click on the Delete button to delete the usage log you've selected. Please note that you cannot delete the initial or final usage log entries. If you do, you will receive an error message. If you delete a usage log entry, the usage for the log entry immediately following the one you deleted will be increased by the amount of usage from the deleted entry. This is done to reconcile the usage in the next entry with the total usage meter also listed in that entry. To print the usage log for a vehicle, first navigate to the Vehicle Usage Log screen. Then locate the yellow-colored Print Log button at the top right part of the screen. Once you click on the Print Log button, a small window will pop up in which you select a date range and whether you want to separate the log entries by state. The date range you select here will be used to determine what usage log entries are included on the printout. Only usage log entries that are between or on the start date and end date will be included on the printout. If you want to print the usage logs separated by the state in which they were entered, then select Subtotals by State. Otherwise, just select Log to print the standard usage log report. In addition to manually entering mileage logs for vehicles, as we just described in the previous section of this manual, you can also import mileage logs for vehicles into EasyMWeb via an Excel spreadsheet. To do this, first locate the Utilities and Lists drop-down menu on the left side of the screen. Click on the small blue circle containing a small right-pointing arrow to expand the list to show the Import Log option. Clicking on Import Log will take you to the screen where you can import a spreadsheet containing the usage logs. Before you can import the usage logs, however, you must make sure that they are in the correct format. They must be imported as a special CSV file provided by Linkit Software. This file can be edited using Microsoft Excel just like a normal spreadsheet. To obtain the CSV file with the correct format, please contact Tech Support at Linkit Software. Once you're ready to import your data, click on the small circle called Vehicle to indicate that you are importing vehicle usage logs and not equipment usage logs. Then click on the Browse button. This will open up a window where you can locate the CSV file with your usage log information on your computer. Once you have located the CSV file, then click on the Save button to import the usage logs into Easy Maintenance.